Aloha YouTube, what is up? Untitled Boy here, coming at you with another video. In this video, we are not talking about sneakers, and we're going to be trying a different series actually, and this is going to be called the Let's Talk series, and this is basically just talking about everything that's going on in the world like currently, and just hot topics and stuff that I want to like talk about, you know, that doesn't need to necessarily be sneaker related, but maybe it has to do with resale or just personal things in Hawaii or just things that's going on in my life. So I wanted to create this new series to kind of be a little bit branching away, I guess, from sneakers, and you know, to just keep it more fluid. And the topic of today's Let's Talk is going to be on Pokemon card reselling. Now, this is a strange topic that I never thought I would be talking about on this channel, but it's a really hot thing right now, and I think it's very important to talk about what's going on. Because right now, it feels like it's 1990, and there's like a Pokemon frenzy going on with everybody just talking about Pokemon cards again, and it's all of a sudden out of nowhere. Like, if you guys haven't been keeping up with YouTube and stuff, Logan Paul just opened up a bunch of Pokemon packs, and he was like focusing on like this Charizard stuff, and he got like millions and millions of views on that, and I think he's done like multiple videos now with Pokemon cards, so that's strange. Even stranger than that is Rapper Logic actually bought a Pokemon card for $200,000, which that's completely insane. $200,000 for a Pokemon card, that is wild. And if you type in Pokemon cards on the YouTube search engine, I mean, all of the top videos have like hundreds of thousands, if not millions of views, and it's really just a trending thing right now. And with that, we're going to be focusing on the reselling side of Pokemon cards. Now, first things first, let me give you a little bit of background about myself and my own like relation to Pokemon cards. I mean, this was a really big thing for me when I was growing up in the 90s, guys. That's when Pokemon first started coming out to America, and it was a really cool thing, man, especially for me. Like, I guess essentially that was like my first anime that I ever watched, but a lot of people don't consider Pokemon anime, but it is an anime. So I remember watching that back in the day. I watched the show like every single Saturday morning. I had the Game Boy Color with the Pokemon Red and the Pokemon Blue and the Pokemon Yellow, Silver, Gold, name it, guys. I had like every single game, and of course the cards were also a big part of my life as well. I used to collect the cards all the time, and I remember like it was a really like nostalgic and like personal thing for me as a kid, where you had this feeling like Christmas was coming more than once a year, where if you got a pack of Pokemon cards, you would just open it up and it'd be a complete mystery. You don't know what you're gonna get in there, what kind of holographic card you're gonna get, if you got your favorite guy in there. And a big heartfelt memory for me actually was, I remember exactly like opening up my first pack, because it was something that I remember crying to my dad about, like literally as a kid. I don't know how old I was, like 6 or something. I was crying to my dad because all the kids at school had these Pokemon cards and I didn't. And you know, like I mentioned, we weren't like the best well off and stuff family, so we didn't have a lot of money, so I was like feeling like I was getting left out. All the kids were trading their Pokemon cards and stuff, and I didn't have any, and you know, it was like that for a couple weeks, and then finally my dad came home with one pack of cards, and I remember opening that thing up, and I was so excited because I remember I got a holographic Blastoise, and I was like, this is sick, and I was addicted ever since. And what was really nice too is my dad secretly had 2 extra packs, so I was able to open 3 that day. And you know, whenever I see Pokemon cards, like that memory kind of swells up in me, so I have like a lot of nostalgic background with it. But now in 2020, Pokemon cards is a completely different thing. It's not about opening up these packs and this feeling of joy that you have, because it's not a 6-year-old kid doing it. We got like 20-year-old guys, 30-year-old guys opening up packs of Pokemon cards and hoping to resell these cards. And you know what? I'm not gonna knock it, guys. Like, I understand, like, if there's value and if there's money to be involved, I understand that people are gonna try to open these things and, you know, try to make a profit off of it. But I mean, at the same time, Pokemon cards is made for kids. Like, you know, like, it's not something that grown men should be like opening and like hoarding up a bunch of like packs and stuff from stores, from every single Walmart, Target, wherever it is. People just buying up all the packs and then opening it in hopes of reselling it. Because for some kids, like actual like 6 or 7-year-old kids, they're buying these things because they want their favorite Pokemon. They don't care about the resale value. They don't care about putting them in top loaders and like plastic sleeves and stuff and making sure they're PSA 10 so they can get a whole bunch of money on it. They don't care. They want to play with these things. They want to collect these things. They want to like actually play the card game and stuff. And for that reason, I think that's a huge con of this Pokemon reselling thing, is like I feel like a lot of kids are probably getting slighted on this, and that's probably my biggest gripe with it. But at the same time, if you guys are seeing like the resale prices of these cards, you guys will be like, okay, I understand. Because for example, like if you guys just buy this Champions box over here, this box retails for $40 and it's reselling for $80. So essentially you're making double your money by finding this box at a Walmart on a shelf and then selling it immediately for a profit. So that is one thing that people are doing. And then conversely, what the big thing is now is a lot of people like watching Pokemon pack openings, because again, it brings up that nostalgia factor in a lot of like the older generation, where we want to see like our favorite cards and stuff being drawn again, and just seeing if this guy can make a bunch of money on this pack. Like, there's just some kind of like mystery aspect of it, and as a mystery sneaker box channel, you guys know the mystery is half the fun. So some people will open it, and if you guys open certain cards like a Charizard, you guys can make a bunch of money if you can grade it correctly, get a PSA 10, and you're going to be making thousands of dollars on a pack that's worth worth, I don't know, $4. And that brings me into my next point, which is the pros of Pokemon selling are a lot better than the pros of sneaker reselling, just because the level of entry doesn't cost as much. Like, think of it this way, guys. For a $40 profit on that Champions box that we're talking about, you were spending $40. For a $40 profit on a pair of Yeezys, you're spending $220. So it's like, which one would you rather spend on? You could either spend $40 and make $40, or you can spend $220 and make $40. Like, obviously you want to go with the one that's least expensive because you can make more money on those by, you know, doubling up or tripling up if your income is like lower. So that's why I understand a lot of people want to get in on that regard, because if your bankroll is low, Pokemon cards is a lot easier to access than buying $200 sneakers like every single drop for a minimal return. So that means a whole bunch of teenagers and people with smaller bankrolls, because they're not working full time, are able to like buy up all of these cards and stuff, and that's why they're getting very excited, and because they're seeing like their favorite people like Logan Paul or Logic and stuff getting into the Pokemon scene. So I think it's all cool and stuff, you know, you still get to open up the packs, and some people have that nostalgia factor and they get to make money at the same time. So it's a win-win for certain people, but for the kids and stuff that actually want to get into it now, it's very, very hard, because for certain packs you won't find them on the shelves anymore, you know, like they're being bought up by resellers. So kids that are trying to find their favorite Pokemon in this specific pack, that pack is being resold all over the place. They won't find it at Walmart, which is kind of disheartening. So again, that's the biggest con for me. And another con is something that I want you guys to understand, is that the Pokemon card reselling market will not be around forever. And I know some of you guys may argue that point, and a lot of people will say, well, you know, reselling cards has been around for a long time. Look at baseball cards and stuff. There is obviously reselling cards if it's exclusive. And yes, I understand that point, but you also got to think, how many buyers are actually going to spend like $1,000 for a Charizard card or $100,000 for a Charizard card? It's a lot different from sneakers in the fact that these people are not trying to like flex with their Pokemon card. I mean, maybe they are, but it's like you can only do so much. It's not like you're wearing the Pokemon card on your shirt, wearing it on your head, or wearing it on your feet. Sneakers is a completely different thing where things always appreciate in value, because with sneakers you can actually wear these things out and you can obtain clout from having certain shoes and whatnot. You know, it's style, it's fashion. So that's a different thing than Pokemon cards, which you'll probably get, you know, you take one Instagram picture, and other than like, I guess, hanging it on the wall or putting it like on a little stand or something, you're never gonna see that card again. You're not gonna keep taking the same picture of the same card over and over and over to flex it, because once somebody sees it once, it's pretty much done. So that's why there's not too many people that want these cards, that are willing to buy these cards for the prices that they're being sold for. Literally the only people buying these cards are either collectors, hardcore collectors that really want to just complete sets and they only need one, they don't need multiple, because once you have one you're done with it, collecting that set. Or the people buying them are other resellers, which hopefully they're thinking, oh, I'm gonna buy it now, hold it for a year, and then sell it and hopefully make a profit. But like I said, this is probably not a sustainable market. This market is being driven by hype right now, because when you guys look back on like Pokemon reselling and stuff, to get the numbers that people are like buying these cards for now, it took 30 years almost, whenever that original Charizard first came out until now. So it does make sense, I guess, if you're trying to hold it for another 20 to 25 years and hopefully there's like another spike in hype when YouTube 2050 is like, you know, trending again with Pokemon cards. So I guess if you're holding it for the long term, it makes sense. But if you're thinking short term, you know, you're trying to make money really quick, it's probably not a sustainable thing where people are going to be buying these things 5 years down the line for the same prices that they're going for now. I mean, I could be completely wrong, but that is just my take on it, and that's how I see the market right now. There's definitely going to be a bubble, like with all things, where, you know, after the hype and stuff dies down, the bubble will pop and everybody holding the bag is going to get left with the bag. So if you're trying to get in now, you should have a couple months to, you know, make money on this stuff, but just know it's not going to last forever unless you want to hold for 20-25 years. And basically that's all I wanted to talk about for the Pokemon card thing, guys. It's definitely like an interesting thing for me. Like, I don't think I'll ever be opening Pokemon cards on this channel. Like, it's just not really something that I want to do, and I see the resale value of it. It's just, for me, I want to keep Pokemon as a nostalgia thing. You know, I don't want it to be a money-making thing for me. I want it to be part of my childhood, and by, you know, trying to open these things and make money off of it, it kind of ruins that childhood for me, where it's not about fun and it's not about joy anymore. It's about making money and making profit. And I could do both, essentially, make money and still have joy. But I don't even know half the Pokemon's names anymore, guys. Like, I knew the 150 originals, but that's about it. Nowadays, I can barely name you 10 from the new generations. Like, I can't do it. So it's just not the same thing for me anymore, and I don't know. I just want to keep the past the past. So that's all I wanted to talk about in today's episode. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this new series, the Let's Talk episode. If you guys did, don't forget to hit that like button down below. Anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, stay humble, stay blessed, take care, and I will see you on the next episode. Aloha. Shoots!